All right, guys, we're going to do this mini lesson like all we have is our crappy calculator. Okay, so I don't want you getting out your better calculator or anything like that, okay? So let's get the first equation down. Looks like I forgot to write them down, so let's write the first one down. It's f of x is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 5. Okay, and then we're going to answer questions about this quadratic equation. All right, so first things first, they want us to figure out what the vertex is. Now, without our calculator, we're going to have to do negative b over 2a, and then remember to get the y, we plug it in. Okay, so let's see, where should I do my work? I don't know, over here. Okay, so remember, this is a, this is b, and this is c. So I want negative b. Well, the b is already negative, so you're going to do positive b over 2a. So 4 over 2 is 2. Now, to get the other part of the vertex, you're going to plug that 2 into this equation. So you're going to have 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 5. Okay, so let's put that in our calculator, our crappy calculator. Minus 4 squared minus 5. So we get negative 9. So our vertex is 2 comma negative 9. Okay? Now, the other things are asking for the y-intercept, the x-intercept. Can't do those just yet because we have to graph first, but we can do the axis of symmetry. Remember, the axis of symmetry is this x coordinate right here in your vertex. So axis of symmetry is equal to x equals 2. Technically, without even graphing this, you should be able to tell me if it's a max or a min. See right here? If this x squared is positive, it's a max. If it's negative, it's a min. Did I just say that backwards? Hold on. Yes, I said that backwards. If this is positive, it's a min. And if it's negative, it's a max. But we'll wait and see because I don't want to mess you up. So let me find some space here for a little table. So remember, we know the vertex is right in the middle, 2, negative 9. And we want 2 above, so 1 and 0, and 2 below, 3 and 4. Now, how are we going to find these? All we're going to do is just plug them right into our equation. So this will be negative 5. I know that for sure because that's the y-intercept. And then I'm going to put the 1 in. And I get negative 8. And then I'm going to put the 3 in. Whoa. And I get negative 8. What do you think I'm going to get for the 4? You're right, negative 5. All right, let's get it over here on our graph. So 0, negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, one a little farther. 1, negative 8. 2 and 9. 3 and negative 8. And 4 and 5. So there he is right there. All right, so now let's answer the other questions. Max or min? Min. Y-intercept. That one's easy. It's right there on the negative 5. All right, now this is the part that sucks, remember, because when we look at our graph, we can't really see where the y-intercepts are. So what do? Every time we're going to choose this method because it always works. Quadratic formula. I'm going to put mine right here. So negative b, the b is already negative, so now it's positive, plus or minus square root b squared minus 4a. I'm running out of the paper, but I'll scoot it over. All over 2a. All right, let me scoot him over so you can see it. There he is. Now, I'm just going to put what's under the radical in my calculator. So negative 4 squared. Make sure that negative 4 is in parentheses. Minus 4 times 1 times negative 5. We get 36 under there. So 4 plus or minus the square root of 36 all over 2. And how many answers are we going to get? 2. We know 36 is a perfect square. It's 6. So 4 plus 6, enter, over 2, is 5. 4 minus 6, enter, over 2, is negative 1. So your x-intercepts are x equals 5 and x equals negative 1. All right, what do we think about that? It's not that bad. All right, let's get a little crazier with b. So let's first write our equation down. It's f of x, 2x squared, plus 8x, plus 3. All right, so there he is. Same exact things, but this one's going to get a little crazy. All right, so let's go vertex first. Negative b, so negative 8 over 2a. So what is, well, let's just, yeah. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have done that. So what is negative 8 over 4? Negative 2. Okay, now let's plug this negative 2 back in here to get our y. So 2 times negative 2 squared plus 8 times negative 2 plus 3. So negative 5. Okay, easy. Now we can answer the axis of symmetry. It's always your x-coordinate, so x equals negative 2. Okay? All right, let's get a little t-chart. Okay, negative 2, negative 5 is our middle guy. We want 2 above and 2 below. So 2 above, 0, or why am I losing my brain here? So 2 lower and 2 greater. Sorry, that was crazy talk. All right, so remember, to get these answers, I'm just going to plug them right in here. So I'm going to do my negative 4 first, and I get 3. I'm going to do my negative 3 next, and I'm going to get negative 3. I'm going to do my negative 1 next, and I'm going to get negative 3. So what do you think I'm going to get with 0? Yes, I am. 3. All right, let's go ahead and put it over here on the graph. Negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 3, 4, 5, negative 1 and 3, and 0 and 3. Ooh, totally missed my vertex down there. Oopsies. All right, now we can answer a bunch of questions really easily. Your y-intercept, what is it? Y equals 3. Perfect. It's right where it touches the y-axis right there. Is this a max or a min? Min. Perfect. Okay, now here's the problem with the x-intercepts. Even when it touches the x-axis right here, you don't really know where it's actually touching. So don't be just rounding it off. Oh, it looks like about negative 4. Don't do that, okay? You still have to do the work. So let's come over here. I'm going to do it right under my graph, and I'm going to get my x-intercepts. So negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, let me scoot them over a little bit. Okay, now, only in your calculator, the underneath. So 8 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3, which is 40. Now, what do you notice about 40 automatically? Is that a perfect square? No. So are your answers going to be nice and perfect? No. When they're not perfect, should I be nice to you? No, I'm not going to be nice to you because you are honors. So let's break down the 40. So I'm going to have a little room over here. So let's break down the 40. Where should I put my little tree? Let's get my tree over here. So 40 is 4 and 10, 2 and 2, 5 and 2. So 40, this is negative 8 plus or minus 2 radical 10 over 4. So don't just ignore my arrows right now. Okay, let's reduce it first. So 4 goes in, oh, what can go into negative 8? 4 and 2. 2. So 2 goes into 8, 4, 2 goes into 2, 1, 2 goes into 2, 2. So this is your x-intercept. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 10 over 2. I don't really know how mean I will be with that. Like, I think I'd want you to break it down and do awesome things. I don't think I want the decimal, okay? So sometimes it will be really pretty, like A, super pretty. Sometimes not so pretty, okay, where we have to break down our radical. Okay, what do we think about that? I think it's fine. It's going to be fine. All right, next guy. Last one. C is f of x negative x squared plus 4x minus 7. Okay? All right, again, same thing. So I'm going to do negative b over 2a. So what is negative 4 over negative 2? 2. Okay, so now let's plug that 2 into the equation. So negative 2 squared, and I would put that 2 in parentheses, plus 4 times 2 minus 7. So negative 3. Okay, I can answer my axis of symmetry right now. X equals 2. Boom. I don't really know what's going on yet with my max or my min or my y-intercept or my or any of my intercepts. So what I want to do actually first is you guys should be able, let's do it a little different order. That way you can see that there's different ways to find stuff. You can look at this equation right here and tell me what the y-intercept is. Negative 7. So remember, it's always that guy right there. Let's just go out of order a little bit and do our x-intercepts first. So I'm going to come down here and do my quadratic formula like you guys love. Negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, so just under the radical. So 4 squared minus 4 times negative 1 times negative 7. So that's going to give me negative 4 plus or minus a negative 12 all over negative 2. Now, let me scoot it over a little bit. Automatically, you should be like, what? What's going on there that you don't really like? That negative 12, okay? That means that this is an imaginary number. So do you think we're going to graph it over here? No. So we're not going to graph it. And there is no max and min because we're not going to graph it. So this is imaginary. And again, it's imaginary because of this negative symbol right here. Because if we fix this, that's going to take out an I, which we are not going to be able to graph on the coordinate plane. Remember, what did we graph these on? I can't even remember. The Cartesian. No, the Cartesian is the coordinate plane. Complex, real, shoot, I can't even remember it right now. But we can't graph them on here because this is our coordinate plane and this is imaginary. All right, so these are the 3 things that you could be getting. You could be getting an imaginary one, kind of an uglier x-axis, and then a prettier x-axis. That's it. Bye, guys.